the SARS-1, for example, caused quite few. There were quite few places where there was more people getting infected, getting sick, but it was never on such a big scale as SARS-CoV-2. The problem with SARS-CoV-2 is also that it has some features which helped it spread so quickly. For example, the thing that from infection to the onset of the symptoms, it can be even 10 to 2 weeks. That means that this person can just walk around with the virus and infect other people, and they don't know about it. Obviously, there are also asymptomatic infections and all that stuff. With SARS-1, onset of symptoms after infection was only after 1 to 2 days. So we could pick that up much quicker and isolate the sources of infection. With SARS-CoV-2, we cannot do that, or it is much harder to do. And but another thing is that SARS-1 was also more pathogenic, so it caused much more severe disease in many more people, which also, I know that might sound surprising, but the disease like that can be controlled in much easier, because obviously a virus also, if somebody is very sick, they cannot spread the virus that easily. They won't be walking around and talking to people. And also with deadly viruses, if virus kills the host, the host cannot spread the virus anymore, which, well, obviously is sad, but diseases like that are easier to control.
And you were saying about the common origin from the bats as the previous version of the coronavirus. How did it pass from bats to human beings? Do you think, or does the science has an answer already, if it went direct transmission from bats to humans, or if it went to a different animal species, maybe?
Yeah, that's again difficult question, because we don't know, and probably we will never know, because such a long time passed since the pandemic started, and we still didn't found the real source. So that was probably direct contact. Like we can try to guess looking at SARS and MERS. It was probably either direct contact with bats, and as we know, Chinese wet markets are quite big epicenter of different pathogens, because there is a lot of wild animals there and animal products, which might not be very well controlled. So it might have been direct contact with wild animal or wild animal products, meat or something like that. Or with SARS-1 and MERS, we know that there is intermediate host, and this intermediate host in case of SARS was a civet cat, which is a carnivore, and in case of MERS, it was a camel. So these two animals were infected by a bat. Then these animals infected human. And in case of SARS-2, there is a big chance that there was intermediate host as well. But right at the moment, we don't know what the intermediate host is.
And we'll probably never know, as you said.
Probably.
So it's a mystery.
Especially that even with Ebola virus, we still don't know what was the cause, what was the initial source. It might have been a monkey, it might have been a bat, but we still don't know.
So we know, because all the information has been teaching us, and a lot of awareness about the ways of transmission and prevention. So we all started to. I have a fly around my studio today, so I have the things to kill it. So
but it's not
I'm looking on my fly. No, it's not a bat, so I'm still safe on that side. No, but we hear a lot about the wearing